All right, shalom, shalom. Make sure everything is on. Shalom. First things first, I'm going to give our honor and praise into Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. We give double honors to the apostle elders, which are the apostle elders of the great millstone, and to you hopeful elect that's on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's pushing, fighting for the goal of salvation with the time of the end. 2021 is becoming the year of hastening the coming, or is the year of hastening the coming, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and we're seeing that to be so. Let me try to adjust this a little bit. All right. All right, there we go. All right, shalom, shalom. And as you see the title of the video, let me go ahead and make this screen bigger. We'll make the share screen bigger. And like it says, man, we give all praise and honor to Yah, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Karkadash, for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. In these last days, you got people trying to take our crown. They're trying to put themselves in here because they see that this power, you know, just like our people shall be willing in the day of thy power, you got these heathens that are seeing the day of our power also, all right? They seeing that this truth is becoming powerful in the planet Earth, so they're trying to take it. They're trying to get in front of it. They're trying to hinder it. I'm loading up the video right now so I can make sure everything is on. Give me 1 second, Akim. Get in front of it. They're trying to hinder it. There we go. All right, we're good now. So what is happening that you got guys like, you know, No Class Malone. I'm not even, you know, vocab. And what is he doing? He's trying to take away who we are, okay? That's why the title of the video, it says, you only have I known, okay? Because that's what they want to get. At the end of the day, nobody wanted the Israelites. Understand that. When I went into this subject, the Lord said it, that he found us when nobody wanted us, okay? Just like, you know, everybody wasn't seeking after the Most High. The Most High said, you have not chosen me, but I've chosen you. That's why he said the Lord's name was Al-Shajin. All right, demon-like power, because he didn't attach to nobody like that, but he always dealt with Israel, and he's going to continue to deal with Israel. So we're going to jump right into the precepts. We're not gonna hold up anymore. We're gonna jump right into the precepts. All right, this is the first precept. This is Amos 3 in verse 2. This is this is what the title of the video comes from, but this is Amos 3 in verse 2. And this is one of my favorite scriptures, man. If you want to cut somebody, bring this out. They never answer this precept. What do they do with this precept? They hear it and they try to put other things in there. They'll try to say this or that, but they never answer this precept, or they never have a rebuttal for this precept. This is Amos 3 in verse 2. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So why would the Lord put this here? It's not like the Lord doesn't know the other nations. He knows the other nations very well. He knows every creation very well. But he didn't call the elephant his people. He didn't call the lion his people. He used the lion as a representation of his people, but he didn't call them that. But the Lord knows every creature. Why didn't he choose any other creature? He didn't choose a multiple plethora of creatures. He chose the lion to be the symbolic of the nation of Israel. Okay? Now let's look up what the word known is. That's Yadah. All right, Yadah. Let me pull it up here. And the word there is Yadah, which means what? Yadah, which means know, to learn to know, to perceive and see. So the Lord perceived and seen us as his people, man. Find out and discern, to discriminate. So the Lord is discriminating by choosing us. He said, you only have I known, as in a discriminating way. So let's look up what the word discriminate means. All right, that's why you have to dive into these. But you talk to these replacement theology and these so-called New Age Christians. They want to include everybody, but at the same breath, their mentality is you don't have to follow the law, you don't have to do the law because you're under grace. So that means you can do whatever you want, be whatever you want, and then everybody can be accepted. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That means you don't have to follow no rules. That's out of order, man. All right. The word there is discriminate. Recognize a distinction, differentiate. Let's make sure that's
discriminate.
Make an unjust or prejudiced distinction in the treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grounds of race, sex, age, and disability. So, what is the Most High being discriminated for? He's discriminating with the spirits of the Israelites, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He loves you. He has discriminated the other nations and picked you. The Most High is distinguished. That's like you telling the man that I know my favorite recipe, but you're gonna tell me that it don't taste that way. No, the Most High has his favorite dish. He has his favorite color. He has his favorite object when it comes to man, and it's you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, and the word there is distinguish, means to recognize or treat someone or something as different. So look right here. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is saying that he's being discriminatory with us, that he's treating us different, and that's good and bad. That goes to the good side and the bad side. So he's treating us good when we're following his law, statutes, and commandments and picking us to be his people. But once it goes bad, he treats us different too. That's why he says he shall set up a nation above us. He shall send a what? Deuteronomy 28 says they shall not regard the old nor the young. The Lord set them up because why? We went off. So when we went off, the Lord sent up. He treated us different because what? Them that is given, much is required. So as a people in the nation that has been given the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a lot is required from us. So that's why we went through and are going through what we're going through now. So that's why the Lord is setting up this. The curses prove that we are the one he loves. Why is everybody not under the curses? If he's going to come and redeem us from the curses and sin, why is everybody not under that? So what does these other nations need to be saved from? Because they indulge in sin. They indulge in their other gods. They indulge in the ways of the world. They don't indulge in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So why would the Lord come in? They're not in the contract. So when you get your contract with Sprint or T-Mobile, when your contract gets done, does everybody in that contract know? That's your personal, hey, Shalom to you, Akim, on the comment board. That's your personal contract with the company. So you sign your name on that dotted line. You say, I'm going to pay my phone bill. That's exactly how it works in a contract. There's different contracts, okay? There's a contract where the person decides to take on a bigger portion of the responsibility, okay? That's what it is, because what is we going to a contract with the Most High with? Salvation. That we pay down a down payment, a premium, which is our following the law, statutes, and commandments. And then what happens? The Lord pays us a bigger portion, which is salvation and the kingdom of heaven. He said he's going to set us above high. What we're paying in is less than what we're going to receive. Okay, and I just learned that too. So that's the spirit, man. So let's jump back in this. These precepts are going to hit so hard, Akim. They're going to hit so hard, man. And I suggest if you brothers can, man, I'll try to post a list after I'm done, or I'll put it on the description box, man. You know, just to give you brothers some precepts, because I found something that was beautiful, man. Amos 3:2, let's read them. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. So that's why the Lord dealt with us the way that he dealt with us, because we're in contract with him. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed? And we're not agreed with these other nations. That's why they don't mold with us now. That's why George Floyd got choked out on the concrete, because they don't mold with us, man. They don't mold with us, but they won't do that to an Ishmaelite, a Moabite. They won't choke out a so-called a Turk, an Ottoman, or I'm trying to think, or Elamite. You won't see them choke them out, man. But you'll see them choke us out 8 minutes on camera, and it's arguable. It's actually arguable, man. That's why I don't look to this man for justice. He can have what, give Caesar's what is Caesar's, man. Go to your courts. That's your court. That's your judges. Man, that's your decision. Okay. This is Exodus 19 in verse 5. It says, "Now therefore I will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant. Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure." See, the Lord saying He's gonna attach to us because we can't make it, man. We don't have enough to make it fill up. Like the saying, make it enough. We don't have enough. The Lord's gonna have to meet us the rest of the way, man. But let me read this real quick on verse 3. This is Exodus 19 and 3. "And Moses went up to the unto Yahweh, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say unto the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, I have seen what I did." It says, "Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bear you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself." And I'm gonna do a sit down on this, Lord willing, tonight. Or soon, definitely soon. I pray Yahweh shall allow me to do it, because I jumped into another lesson dealing with the eagle. You know, the eagle and how eagles take care of their young. So the Lord is far out when you see that, man. So Lord willing, I can put that lesson together. Verse 5. "Now therefore I will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant. Then ye shall be," it says, "Therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine." So everything ain't a diamond. Let's be serious with ourselves here, man. Let's ask ourselves. Everything is not a diamond. Everything is not a ruby, man. Everything is not a sapphire. Everything is not that. So the Lord compares Israel unto a peculiar treasure, a special treasure. So how are you going to say that the Lord wants everything, but that's like you finding a diamond, but then you put it in rocks? You find a sapphire and you put it in with normal stones. That don't add up. Why would the Lord go through because He compared it unto a precious stone. Stones are it takes a lot to get certain stones out of the ground, man. Diamonds, you got to clean, and even gold and silver. When you get gold and silver, it comes in ore form, and that means it's got the material, the gold and silver, mixed in with impurities. That's why the Lord even said He has to refine us. That goes into taking away the dross and the sin and the filthiness off of us. But you got to think, the Lord is we've been around these nations, man. Where did we get that dross? Where did we get that impurities? We got it from these nations. We got it from dwelling among these nations, man. So why would the Lord want the impurities, and He's going to melt the impurities away from us, which we picked up along the way about being around these other nations, man? That don't add up. It don't add up. The brother just posted, the brother Shalom Israel 777 Shalom. This is Second Ezra 3 and 36. Don't tell me he got the precept, didn't he? Hold on. It's the Second Ezra 3 and 36. "Thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts." That's it. You see that right there. Why is it that you see us, even in the world, when we was lost, Jake always had something to do with the Most High? They always thanked God. They always went through the motions of giving glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, even though they didn't call upon His name. See that? Even that's why the prophets, they knew, man. I'm just going to jump right into these other precepts, man. Man, this is Deuteronomy 10 and verse 14. This is Deuteronomy 10 and verse 14. And it says, Deuteronomy 10 and 14, "Behold, the heaven and the heaven," let me start at 13, "to keep the commandments of the Lord and His statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good." So the Lord said, look, do what I tell you to do, and I'm going to do you right. I'm putting it in simplicity, but it says, verse 14, "Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens," that's going into the third heaven, okay, "is the Lord's, thy power, the earth also with all that is therein." See, verse 15, "Only the Lord has a delight in thy fathers." Come on, man. Look what the Lord said. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them. Read that, man. The Lord said that he delighted in us to love us. So look now, the Lord took his love away from us, and what are we stuck with? The love of these other nations, which is no love at all, man. The Father said, you want to go back and experience them? Go ahead. Experience it. The Father said, because he said what? He found us he says, thou were smaller than all the nations. He said we were smaller, and he magnified us, man. What did they call us? They called us shepherd kings, man. They didn't have respect for Israel. Israel was known as shepherd kings. They said, look at these shepherd kings out in the field with their shepherds and herds. That's what we were we were herdsmen, man. If you look at Lot, you look at Abram, you look Abraham, you look at Abraham, we were herdsmen. All right. So they didn't respect us. So let's read it one more time, man. This is Deuteronomy 10 and verse 14 or verse 15. Only, okay, let's look up what that word means. Let's look it up. That word delight. The word there for delight is hazakah. Hazakah. And it says to love, be attached to, long for. The Father longed for our fathers, man, which we are them. Look how, man, look at these descriptive words, man. You don't hear nothing talking to you like that. Your parents don't even long for you. Your parents will kick you out the house and that's it. The Father said he longed for us, attached to us, loved us. That's why he said he kept us as the apple of his eye, man. So how you gonna you don't have nobody talk? You have a true love. That's why the Lord gives you an opportunity to say true love or love at first sight. And you don't do that with everybody. You don't love everybody at first sight. No, the Lord has given us that to show how he feels about us, man. All right. It says only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day, man. We can close the book. We can close the book right now. We can close the book. He said that he delights in us, man. He delights in us. He said he loved us. That's why these other nations are trying to take the love of the Father and put it on themselves, man. They had their opportunity. When we were asleep and we didn't know who we was, the nations had their opportunity. And they didn't follow it, man. Look what they did to the laws of the Lord. Moab eating shrimp, Elam eating camels, Esau doing everything under the sun. All right, Ishmael, what are they doing? They ain't following the laws. These nations had their chance to be what we was. They had the opportunity to walk in our shoes, man, and it didn't fit them. They didn't follow it. They didn't attain to the Lord. Because look at the planet Earth right now. Esau has the reins to the planet Earth, and we have Pink City, we have transgenderism, we have pedophilia. These are the things that are under Esau's godship, man. So these nations had their opportunity to be us, and they couldn't do it. So it's time for us to be us, man. Understand that, Jake. It's time for us to be us, and that's what the Lord is saying. It ain't us saying it. The Father's saying it. It's time for us to wake up. That's why the thing about the nest of the eagles, the eagles would brood their young. That means the eagles would brood their young and throw them out of the nest. That's why the Father said, I'll look over you as the eagle does, man. Think about that. There's a time in a place where eagle will throw their young from the nest. Man, that's right. That's what brother just said it exactly. They failed at rulership and responsibility. They didn't attain to this land Sabbath. They didn't attain to the mold laws. They didn't attain to adultery. They practiced pedophilia. These are the things they had the opportunity. Esau himself, as our brother, had the opportunity to rule, man. They didn't do it. So now it's time. The Lord said he gave all of them, Moab, Elam, Ishmael, Japheth, all of them had the opportunity to be us. That's what the movement of Christianity throughout the whole world is, man. That was your shot, and they all failed, man. But what's the difference is Yahweh Shai is our redemption back to the Father. So now we have a clean slate with the Father through Yahweh Shai's sacrifice, man. That's the beauty of it, man. We win. We won. We've won. We have no L's left in us, man. Yep, they polluted the ocean, the trees cut down. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. They about to kill us all, man. If it's up to these nations, we will all perish. That's why the Lord said in Matthew, those days shall be shortened, man. He said those days shall be shortened for the elect's sake. All right, so let's keep reading this. It says, "Oh Lord," it says, "only the Lord had delight in thy fathers to love them, and chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day." So I don't know how we're going to get around that, but let's keep going. "Circumcise therefore the foreskins of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked." That's why it says, "In the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves," man. All right? The Lord did not send us into captivity to destroy us, man. All right, he didn't do that. He sent us to correct us and to make us grow up, man. Because look at Jake now. Jake acts childish, man. When it comes to using the Lord's name, when it comes to not taking a jab, not partying at Passover like some kids, man. Like some damn kids. We got to tell Jake, don't party at Passover. That's a childish thing to have to tell, man. Yup. Hey, shalom to the brother on the comment board. It's almost redundant. We are just telling Jake, stop partying, stop kicking it, come back to the Lord with supplication and weeping, man. But hey, if you have not cried in this truth to the Lord, man, there's a problem. That's a problem, man. I know brothers, I talk to brothers and brothers sob and cry and unknowingly, man. Sometimes we don't try to not, we just go on the line on our days and we start crying, man. Why is that? Because we hurt, man. We hurt our Father, man. That's why Jake come in here and think it's entertainment. You don't, man. If you think it's entertainment, then you don't really know what's up, man. We hurt our Father, man. That's the result of slavery. We mirrored the hurt we hurt him. Why you think he put that stipulation there? Because we can hang on trees and go through that for fun? No. The Father, it hurt him, man. That's why you see the redemption, it had to be his son. Sometimes they said there's only a few people that can calm certain people down, man. His son was the only one that could calm the Father down, man. Now he's redeemed us back to him, and we have this great blessing today, man. And we're gonna rock this thing, man. I feel great things coming, man. Brother said it the other day. Good things are coming, man. Like the curses are being taken off, but we're not in a rush for that. You know, the Lord will take it off as it is, man. But it's him, his will be done. This is Deuteronomy 26 and verse 7. This is a beautiful verse right here, 17. Deuteronomy 26 and 17. It says, "Thou hast avouched the Lord this day to be thy power, and to walk in his ways, and to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments, to hearken unto his voice." That happened, right? Check this out, verse 18. The Lord has avouched. The Lord vowed to us, man. Yahweh vowed to his people. That's what avouched. Let's look it up. I looked it up already. Aha. You got to look things up, Aki. Look, hold on. Let me go back. I got it pulled up. Y'all see I got it pulled up. Hold on. Look at that. Avouch. Let's look what that means. Affirm, assess, assert, Salakia, assert. Let's look up what did the Lord say when he avouched to us? All right, avouch. Okay, the word avouch means to declare as a matter or fact or as a thing that can be proved. Okay, affirm, to vouch, to acknowledge something such as an act as one's own. As one's own. Acknowledge something as such as an act as one's own. So the Lord confessed and said, look, just like you get vow in there, a vouch, okay, has the same type of sound. So the Lord avouched to us and declared that what? We're his own. Just like we said, what? Abba, Father, you are our God. You are our power. All right. And the Lord said, you are my people and I am your power, man. That was a vouch, man. All right. Let's keep going. Let's look at another definition. That's why words are very important. They give you life. You know, a vouch. It says to declare provable truth or validity, to affirm, to corroborate, to confirm, vouch for, to accept responsibility for an action, for example, acknowledge. So the Lord has what? Acknowledged responsibility over his people. All right? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Lord vouched to you, man. And we have vouched to him. We said, you're going to be our power and we will be your people, man. Let me read that one more time. Deuteronomy 26 and verse 16. And it says, and this day the Lord thy power has commanded thee to do these statutes and judgments. Thou shalt therefore keep and do them with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Thou hast avouched the Lord this day. Thou hast confirmed the Lord. Thou said, thou my power. This day to be thy power and to walk in his ways and keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and to hearken unto his voice, which is the prophets. That's the voice of the Lord. It says, and the Lord has avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he has promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations. This was a vouch. This was a promise, a vow to us. That's why we do what we do today. The Most High ain't no liar, man. We were the liars. We went off. It's a little joke. It says, and the Lord has avouched this day, vouched this day, Salakia, avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he has promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep his commandments, keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations which he hath made, in praise and in name and in honor. Let's go, champ. That means the Lord gave us above all these nations praise. That's why these nations are attached to Jake in the ghetto. Okay? That's why they want to sag their pants. That's why you want to see Ivy Leaguers. That's the fulfillment. In praise and in honor, man. Why does Jake is the celebrities everywhere they go? Everything we do, people are attached to it, man. Even in our curse phase. So imagine when we get in the kingdom, man. Man, you going, like I say, there's a joke I run with certain people, that you gonna have Moab, they gonna come with the freshest garment. You gonna be looking Moab, he gonna have the freshest garment. He gonna have his fringes right, you know, he gonna have his fringes all tucked, he gonna border of blue is crispy. Just like now, what do they do to Esau? They wear Esau suits, right? They go to Esau school system. So the same thing when we get into power, man. But what has happened is that the nations have followed after our ways, but they do it under the radar. They mask it, they disguise it. You know, they really want to listen to hip hop music, jazz, rock. Come on, man. The list goes on and on. We'll be here all day. We will be here all day. Let me get a couple more precepts. Let me get into the Apocrypha real quick. Let me jump into the Apocrypha. Let me see here. Let me see if I can. I think this should be able to pull up the verses I need. This is 2nd Ezra 2 and verse 16. Yep, right here. This is 2nd Ezra 2 and verse 16. I think I got this one earlier. Yep. Yep. Let's jump to verse 23. It says where so it says where so. Let me hold on. Let me switch this around, Akim, so you can see better. All right, there we go. Let's read this one more time. And it says, verse 23, it says, wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. And the true dead is what? Burying Jake in his truth. That's feeding the sheep. It says, abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness still come. See, for thy quietness still come. That's coming to us. We're the ones that need that quietness. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse. Establish their feet. As for the servant whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. That's the elect. For I will require them from among thy number. The number of where we've been spread out at, through the four corners of the planet Earth. Be not wary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness come, others shall weep. What's others? 2/3 of the nation of Israel and these other nations. Others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So in these last times, the Lord's going to take care of us. We're going to have a over amount of what we need, man. See, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be, it says, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. So if the Lord is dealing with these heathens, why is he saying that they're not going to be able to do nothing against us? Why didn't he give them a plague? Because they've been living off the hog. Okay, that's the saying. They've been living wickedly with Esau, man. This is 2 Ezra 3 and verse 34. It says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, okay? And there's also, what was Ezra talking about? He's talking about these other nations around Israel. See, it says, and there's also that dwell the world, the other nations. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it? It says, or when was it that they which dwelt upon the earth have not sinned against thy sight? That's what we said earlier, that the nations have given the opportunity to live under the law and they could not do it. Okay? Or what people have kept thy commandments? See? Thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. But not the heathen. This is a clear separation. We knew what it was back then. We was not confused. We were not confused. We knew there was a separation between these nations and Israel, man. We didn't try to accompany these people. What did the disciples say? Will you now restore the kingdom to Israel? They were saying, Yahweh, man, do away with these Romans. They just slay. Jake was instigating. That was an ancient form of instigation. Lord, you're going to take these heathens out. That's what Jake was doing. They see Yahushua rose up. They said, Lord, you're going to redeem the kingdom now? You're going to take these heathens down? We were instigating. But the Lord said, no, it wasn't time yet. It wasn't time yet. So we were spiritually instigating. We were trying to instigate the Lord into making a move, man. But it didn't work that out, man. We had to wait till the falling away happened, man. All right, we had to wait till the time we had pointed at now. Okay, let me jump to the book of Sirach. Hold on. This is Sirach 24. This is Sirach 24 and verse 8. Because the Lord told wisdom to dwell with a certain people, not the world. This is Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach 24 and verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me commandments. Who's me? Wisdom. All right. Wisdom is the Lord can control. That's why wisdom left us. Why do you think we started running around killing each other and acting like animals? Because wisdom left us. The Lord said, hey, wisdom, leave him. Hey, come on. Get away from him. And then wisdom had to obey the words of the Lord, man. No matter how much wisdom attached to us, it had to leave, man. That's why the Lord said we have confusion of heart, man. If you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, all right, it says what? So the creator of all things gave me commandments, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest. and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob. Let thy dwelling be in Jacob. What's Jacob? Israel. It transcends to all of Israel. And it says what? Let thy dwelling be in Jacob and thine inheritance in Israel. He created me from the beginning before the world. I shall never fail. In thy holy tabernacle I served before thee, and so was I established in Zion. And you see what? You see Yahushua is also being what? The creator, the first created being, entity, man. Okay? And you see what? That the Lord told wisdom to dwell in Israel. It didn't say dwell with all these other nations. Just find a spot and wherever it feels warm at. No. The Lord said dwell in Jacob, man, in the tents of Jacob. And even the Lord told what? He said, look, I'll be back in the time of months. He told Abraham, I'll be back in the time of months. So he chose that man that he was going to come through his seed. So why didn't he say, you know what, Abraham, meet me in this land and I'm gonna be just chilling and we'll go. No, man. That's putting too simplicity of the word, man. This is Sirach 47 and verse 11. This is Sirach 47 and verse 11. It says, the Lord took me away. It says, the Lord took away his sins and exalted his horn forever. He gave him a covenant of kings and a throne of glory in Israel. After him rose up a wise son, and for the sake he dwelt at large. And that's it on that. But the main thing is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and glory is resting in Israel, man. Okay, so as this video has said, you only have I known of all the people. Yeah, like brother said, we spiritually provoke the Lord to hasten the kingdom and recompense recompense the heathen. So that show you that. And who do you know to be the main instigators in planet Earth? Jacob started a fight when ain't no fight need to be started, man. Yeah, I know y'all remember high school, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, it went from dropping your binder to, hey, you got to beat this man, But that's neither here nor there. I think I'm gonna leave it here, Akim. Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, I'm going to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Karkadash. We say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, by Hashem, Karkadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders that's ruled well. And to you, hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing, that's fighting, that's hoping on salvation. We're in the time of the end. Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai is coming for us, man. All right, Esau is getting ready to be taken. At the end of the day, they want to be us, man. It's sad. It's like a groupie. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't want it. It ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? They want to be us, man. They've seen that our glory is going to be magnified. They always knew it, but they didn't know. So now that the truth has been let out, they want to take that from us, man. Just like they've taken everything from us. So I don't feel sorry for these heathens wanting to grasp. That's them beating on the wall, man. Just like when the Lord shut the door of Noah, that's them beating on the wall, coming at this truth and saying that everybody can make it. No. Like I said, no. Remember that? I think that was Friday. But that's them knocking at the walls on the boat, man. We're in the boat, and the apostle said that the elect is almost sealed, if not already sealed. So if the boat is already built, and the Lord is getting ready to bring the flood, you hear these people knocking on that door. Let us in. Let us in. We have salvation too. It ain't gonna work, man. You had your consolation. Whipping out backs and calling us niggas. That's your paycheck. Take that severance package. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Karkadash. So the next time, keep faith, keep fighting, keep pushing. Shalom. To you hopeful elect out there, man. Keep faith. Shalom.